sometimes the gangs target the wrong rappers on that checking in route. Feel me? Sometimes it don't go the way that they think it's gonna go. Sometimes you can't really squeeze the whole situation. You know, in light of the whole Big U situation that's going on and a lot of other situations where everybody's talking about checking in, let's get into the people that was just not afraid to stand on real business. Now, I want to ask you a question before I start. Would you check in, or is you just so certified that you don't got to check in? Let me know in the comments.
Dangerous places for rappers. Do you believe that's true?
Yeah, because, I mean, everybody be checking.
Hold on, I gotta hear from the first word. That's just me.
LA is probably one of the most dangerous places for rappers. Do you believe that's true?
Yeah, because, I mean, everybody be checking in. That's your favorite thing to do, check in with somebody that's gonna rob your stupid ass.
Well, it's a lot of people that have been popping up saying that, you know, rappers should check in.
LA done more rappers than any city.
Death to all Crips and Bloods. Death to all GDs and BDs. May they all die like King Von. May they all die like Drakeo the Ruler. Death to all gangbangers. Death to all gangbangers. We in Crips, boom, 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 boom. We in blood.
Gangbanging has always been a fascinating topic. It's like this gritty world that some people are drawn to despite all the terrible things that go down. We've all heard about how dangerous gang life can be and the wild things they get involved in, but there's something they do that just makes you scratch your head, especially when it comes to rappers. It's called checking in. Now, checking in basically means that when someone, usually a rapper or a celebrity, travels to a new city, especially one with a heavy gang presence, they're supposed to reach out to a local gang on a major street figure to get their blessing and protection while they're in town. In return, these gangs or street figures might ask for money, a feature on a track for one of their local artists, business hookups, or any number of favors.
You better check in, Magic, see I'm gangster, Crip. Straight up, Crip, straight up, Crip.
Some people see checking in as just a show of respect, a way of saying, hey, I'm in your territory, so let's be cool.
Look, I'ma stop by, see my people. But check it in like I gotta come and drop some money. Hell nah, I'm not doing that.
But others see it as straight up extortion because there are usually consequences if you don't check in. If it was all about respect, there wouldn't be any threats or consequences, right? That's why opinions are split. Some celebrities, when they move through gang-heavy cities like LA, will choose to align themselves with gangs to stay safe and avoid any trouble from other gangs. They feel like it's a good insurance policy, so to speak. But not every rapper feels that way. Some just don't care about this whole checking in business and refuse to play by those rules. It's even worse when the gangs force rappers to check in when they don't have any connection or know anything about them. That's just plain extortion, especially when they'd be putting these rappers in dangerous positions as the gang they're checking in with would probably have a few wars going on. So it's not surprising seeing some rappers go against this. In fact, some rappers have even made these gangs regret ever telling them to check in. Let's get into a few examples. First up, we've got Waka Flocka Flame. Back in 2020, Waka was shooting a music video with Gucci Mane, just doing his thing when suddenly this dude shows up on the set and starts yelling all sorts of crazy stuff at him.
I'm here. I'm here, bro. I'm not studying. I'm Gucci, you Gucci.
Now, Waka had apparently stepped on some toes.
I can't stand people that want clout that bad.
Because some locals weren't too thrilled about him being in their neighborhood. There's actually a video shot by worldstarhiphop.com where you can see this guy walking up to the video shoot, just hurling insults at Waka Flocka. It turns out these two had some beef in the past, and the guy wasn't happy about seeing Waka on his turf. If you watch the video, you'll notice the dudes rolling up on Waka are all rocking the Crips signature blue, making it pretty clear where their affiliations lie. Things got heated fast, and for a moment,
they got all blue on the other side too.
It looked like Waka and the guy were about to throw down right there on the set. But thankfully, nothing major went down and it didn't turn into a full-blown fight.
I'm the one that beat you, nigga. I'm the one that beat you, nigga. Yeah, I'm the one that beat you, nigga. You know what I need? Keep going. To the bullet, nigga. It's square, nigga, buddy. We out here eating, bro. We out here eating.
What's crazy is he don't even realize that that's Bimmy right there. Like, he playing with real street people. Like, There's a lot of Yankee fitters over there. They not from there. So it's like he done walked himself into something and he'd have just got, you know what I mean? It would have been left for him.
Crips shit, man.
Still, after that whole incident, Waka wasn't bothered at all. He didn't even flinch.
You know, Bammy his uncle.
And I ain't talking about uncle, but shout out to my fucking uncles. Got money made backs like Trump. Hey, nah, man, we chillin', man. This is anti-social video shoot. Tango to the man. Goonie dog, man. Shout out to the I just got down scene trying to fight me with a camera phone.
But that didn't stop those Crip guys. They kept coming after Waka, going off on him multiple times after that.
He got a black eye on him. You feel me? This the black eye I put on him, nigga. I put the black eye on the bitch. You feel me? You see it? Walker Flocker, he's a bitch. You feel me? I don't pay for your shit, but I tie it up, bitch. This what I do, ho. You don't get no.
He emotional. Write emotional in the comments, bro. I don't even want to be around a guy like him. Like, I'm Rip Chestuffer. Rip
And then there was the time Spiderlock and some Crips members went after Lil
Spiderlock.
Wayne's security.
What happened?
Going
What's happening?
to get burned.
Spot low said it. What's happening? It's a Crip. Food chain. Coach Crip.
It all started when Lil Wayne was featured on Shawty Lowe's They Know remix, and Lil Wayne apparently took a shot at the Crips.
And he had a lyric that said, Suwu gang, if you ain't with that, you from the food chain. Thinking about school, the ocean, and you know what you find in the ocean. I thought he was sneak dissing.
According to Spiderlock, Lil Wayne came over to
That was a reach. That is a reach. He ain't had nothing going on.
Spiderlock's location where he had a studio to shoot a music video with T-Pain. Instead of Spiderlock getting the opportunity to talk with Lil Wayne one-on-one to find out if the song was a diss or not, Spiderlock ended up being with a large group of individuals.
He came to shoot a video with T-Pain, and instead of me getting an opportunity to approach him one-on-one, I ended up being with a large group of individuals.
Things were about to get rough because they intended to attack Lil Wayne's cars and security, but thankfully they heard a police siren and dispersed.
We encountered the SUVs. We kind of approached the SUVs with intentions to do quite a few things. I think we heard one siren off in the distance, and that's all it took. We was out of there.
And this wasn't the only time Crips members would try to threaten Lil Wayne.
Black Diamond. G, close that door, G. Hey, Wayne. What's up, I'm Big Magic, man. What's happening? Hey, you better check in. Magic, say I'm gangster. Crip. Straight up. Crip. Straight up. Crip. Sure.
Then there are folks like MC Hammer who even managed to make a Crip apologize to him.
That was
weird. It might surprise some people because MC Hammer doesn't exactly have that tough guy image, but believe it or not, Hammer was tougher than some of these so-called gangsters. For example, in 2022, MC Hammer started trending on.
Yo, I've been hearing, you play with Hammer. Soon as you be like, hey, yo, what's up, Hammer? He be like, can't touch this. Doom, 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 doom. And then he pull out the strap like, stop. Give me your money, nigga. Like, for real, you gotta chill out, man. I heard he was like that.
X, formerly known as Twitter, because of a viral photo featuring Big Sky, Suge Knight, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, and Hammer at the 96 Grammys. They were all decked out in their 90s finest. Hammer stood on the far right, arms neatly crossed behind his.
Who that nigga in the back? He ain't even supposed to be in the picture. Why he out? You know, who this? I ain't gonna lie. This was the best photo drop ever. That was the best one right there.
Smiling while everyone else had serious mean-mugging expressions. The tweet accompanying the photo read, "I don't think I've ever seen anyone more out of place than Hammer was in this photo, lol." But Twitter wasn't having it. They quickly set the record straight about the Oakland legend, making it clear that Hammer, despite his flashy pants, pop superstardom, and ability to win over your mom, was not someone to be underestimated. The Twitter explosion showed the vast difference between what hip-hop insiders know about MC Hammer and what mainstream pop culture thinks it knows knows about him. Despite Hammer's image as a pop icon who shuffled across stages and sold sneakers and Taco Bell in commercials, stories of his more streetwise traits have been circulating in both the East Bay and the wider hip-hop community for years. For those who aren't in the know, let's talk about the times the Crips tried to mess with Hammer. Benito, MC Hammer's vocalist, once shared a story about how Hammer clashed with Michael Concepcion, one of the original founding members of the LA Crips street gang. Michael lost his legs in a gang shooting in 1977 when he was 21, so he's been in a wheelchair ever since. According to
Yo, imagine one of the big homies roll up on you. Like, that's how you know he a bad man. He must have had some real pressure with him. Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gotta be real tough to roll up on me. And, hey, yo, man, you was talking crazy. Man, if you don't roll your ass back that way and leave me
To Benito, they had just finished an event and were getting ready to hop into their vans and head back to their hotel when they spotted Michael in his wheelchair, surrounded by about 4 Crips. They were wondering why gang members were hanging around when Michael called out to Hammer saying he wanted to talk to him. Michael told Hammer that since they were in LA and anything could happen, Hammer should call on him for protection. Hammer, taken back, asked why he would need protection when he had 12 bodyguards who were no small fries themselves. Some of them were even killers. Obviously, Hammer didn't feel the need for Michael's protection.
It's this dude in his wheelchair and about 4 or 5 dudes with him, hanging out. I know they Crips because my cousins all Crips in LA. So I'm like, there's some gangbangers. What they doing out here? He's like, hey, I want to holler at you for a minute, Hammer.
But Michael kept insisting, saying that if Hammer didn't hire him, something could happen to him and he should watch his back. It was like Michael was threatening Hammer.
Crazy.
At this point, Hammer got mad. They started exchanging heated words, and Hammer's bodyguards were ready to take the gang members out, but Hammer stopped them. He then told Michael that all he had to do was make one phone call and all the nonsense would go away. True to his word, Michael came back the next morning to apologize to Hammer.
Our people looking like, yeah, I'm waiting for you to move. Hammer, hey, what's up? He said, hey, man, it's like this. I'll make one phone call, and all this will go away. I talked to you for a minute, and Hammer said, what's up, man? He said, man, I apologize for the thing. I didn't know, the people you knew and whatever, this and that. And I apologize for what I did, brother. It's all good. We cool. We good. And Hammer's like, yeah, it's all right.
Apparently, Hammer had even bigger connections that were more powerful and dangerous than Michael and his crew.
Yeah, you would never think that either.
From that point on, there were no problems between Hammer and Michael or the Crips. And then there's Charleston White, who never holds back when it comes to speaking his mind. Charleston has been very vocal about refusing to check in with any gang. He's even said in interviews that Los Angeles has claimed more rappers' lives than any other city in America. And a lot of those deaths come from silly stuff like not checking in.
LA done killed more rappers than any city.
That's deep.
In America. LA is known for killing rappers. Rappers should run from LA.
He's not shy about calling out the craziness of the whole checking in concept, making it clear that he thinks it's just a way for these gangs to exert control and intimidate people.
I'm a black man in America, and I swear up and down as a black man that the white man is holding me down. His systematic institutional racism is keeping me down. His mass incarceration. When I flip the coin over, I got a nigga doing the same thing to me.
Damn, that's deep.
I got a nigga saying if I come to this white man's city that he live in, I gotta come check in.
Because of his outspoken criticism, a lot of gang members can't stand him. They've even gone so far as to ban him from entering LA. But if you know Charleston White, you know that didn't stop him one bit. Instead, he doubled down, going on social media live streams, throwing insults, and calling them out even more aggressively.
In LA.
Death to all Crips and Bloods. Death to all GDs and BDs. May they all die like King Von. May they all die like Radio Ruler. Death to all gangbangers. Death to all gangbangers. We killing Crips. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
We killing blood.
You can't find me. Yeah, they say that I can't come to LA. I'm in LA kicking my feet up. Looking out the pretty window right there.
Next up is the...
All right. Y'all want to do part 2? All you got to do is write part 2 in the comments and we'll keep it going, man. All right. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the top bell, Rich House Reviews. Also got 3 other channels above my head that might be more to your liking. And I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here.